Every year, the world sends $76 billion to people in their hardest hour. Refugees, disaster survivors, families who lost everything overnight, and every year, too much of it never arrives. The United Nations estimates $8 to $9 billion is lost annually to corruption, diversion, and waste. In the United States alone, improper food aid payments have passed $45 billion since 2003. The people who need it most are the ones least able to prove they were robbed. That is the quiet tragedy of humanitarian aid. Not a lack of generosity, a lack of proof. GPSF was built to end that. At its heart, GPSF makes sure aid reaches the right person, at the right place, at the right time, and can prove it without ever exposing who that person is. No names sold, no faces in a database, no surveillance dressed up as charity. The most vulnerable people on earth deserve help that does not cost them their privacy or their dignity. But GPSF is not one kind of aid. It is a platform for building aid, shaped to the crisis in front of it. Because a hungry family in a stable city and a family fleeing a war zone do not need the same thing. So the help should not be the same either. Think of each GPSF token as programmable relief. In one deployment, it is a digital benefit for food, water, and essential supplies, redeemable at approved local vendors. In another, it is a complete disaster package built for a hurricane survivor, a generator, fuel for that generator, cash for what cash can still buy, and household supplies to rebuild. In another, it is an evacuation pass, helping a family move safely out of a conflict zone and into refuge. The same protocol, endlessly adaptable. Each token designed for the exact need, the exact place, and the exact moment it serves, and whatever form it takes. The guarantees never change. Every token is backed 1-to-1 by a fully reserved dollar stablecoin held in escrow. It is bound permanently to the person it was issued to. It cannot be sold. It cannot be traded. It cannot be stolen or diverted because it belongs to no one but the person it was meant to help. When that person stands in front of an approved vendor inside the zone the aid was meant for, the token is verified, redeemed on the spot, and the provider is paid instantly. No middleman holds it. No official can quietly redirect it. The proof lives on a public ledger anyone can check, while the identity of the person it served stays sealed and safe. This is built for the organizations already doing the work, for federal agencies responding to disasters, for the Red Cross and the great relief organizations of the world, for private foundations, faith-based missions, and the non-profits who walk into the hardest places on earth and ask for nothing in return. GPSF gives every one of them the same power to issue aid that can only be used as intended, only by the person intended, only at vendors they have approved, their mission, their rules, backed by proof. And when the network goes dark, when the cell towers are gone and the grid is down and the worst has already happened, GPSF looks to the sky. It connects through Starlink first, because in the moments that matter most, satellite is what will still be overhead. Every other connection is the backup. Starlink is the front line. This is not a concept. It is a working protocol, patent pending, built to replace the broken architecture of aid itself. And it is built to be trusted with your generosity. Donations are tax deductible for those who give, and the proof of where they go is written into the ledger itself. Donors give and can watch their gift arrive. The vulnerable receive and keep their dignity. Fraud loses the dark corners it has always lived in. Now think about how far this reaches. The same protocol that feeds a family after a flood can move a child out of the hands of a trafficker. It can carry medicine to the sick, supplies to the displaced, and specialized care to people whose needs no ordinary system was ever built to meet. Wherever there is a person in need and an organisation with the will to help, GPSF can be the bridge of proof between them. Because aid should be a promise that is kept, and now for the first time it can be a promise that is proven. This is blockchain for the survival of others, and you can help.